Hey, what's going on, guys? It's XJaws, and today I'm bringing you guys an interesting commentary. And I say interesting because this video might not be as well received as I would like it to be. But anyway, I'm going to talk about the gameplay in all this video, like I always do. But today, kind of have a subject I want to talk about, and it is Call of Duty related. It's kind of the question about what is and what isn't overpowered, and it's not really a question even in the community. So I guess I really shouldn't call it the question. But it just seems that a lot of people call things like the ACR, the SCAR, the UMP, and even sometimes certain shotguns overpowered. And that's kind of what I want to talk about this video. And I'm not going to rant really, because I don't like to rant. But I would like to say that I really do disagree with people who think that everything that I just listed is overpowered. To a degree, because I know that certain things are overpowered in this game. But here's my argument. When you say that something like an ACR or a UMP or any of the things I listed are overpowered, quote unquote overpowered, well then you're classing them in the same area as things like commando and danger close one-man army grenade launchers. And I just think that's kind of inappropriate. Not in the sense that inappropriate, maybe I should pick a better word. I just don't think that's the best way to describe them. Because an ACR is a great weapon, and the same thing with the UMP and the SCAR. But if you actually look at most of my videos, and I know it's kind of ironic, but not really ironic that I'm using it now. I chose to do this commentary over this video specifically because I was using an ACR. But just in case you're wondering, the reason I am using an ACR in this video is because this was my account that I was using when my account was suspended. So, I didn't really have that many guns to choose from and decided to use the ACR because I had something unlocked for it. So anyway, the reason I think a lot of people tend to think that the ACR or any of those other guns I mentioned are overpowered is because generally the better commentators, and I don't really mean to offend anybody, and I'm just saying generally the better commentators stay away from these guns. And that's because usually we like to bring you guys entertaining and helpful commentary, but I think for most commentators it leans towards entertainment. And if you can get a really good score without using one of these excellent weapons, then it's a much more impressive gameplay overall. And that's one of the reasons why I rarely use guns like the UMP, the ACR, or, well, like I said, the other ones like SCAR, and even things like the certain shotguns that people tend to think are overpowered. I would say that the AA-12, I've heard a lot that the AA-12, the Rangers, and the SPAS are all overpowered, but I definitely do not believe that. I don't believe those guns by themselves are overpowered, but I believe that the way a lot of people use those guns makes them overpowered, and I just think that the fact that they are secondaries kind of can make them overpowered. Now, when you see somebody like Excalisaurus do an entire game using nothing but the AA-12, or Tave using nothing but the SPAS-12, there are people who say that they're using an overpowered class, and that is where a lot of people are confused. If you go around saying the SPAS-12 is overpowered, 90% of the time you're going to be correct, because what they're going to be doing is they're going to be using their primary weapon, and they're also going to be able to use their secondary weapon, which is a shotgun. And that, I believe, is an overpowered setup. But if you're running around with solely a shotgun, that's not overpowered at all. So I just kind of wanted to make that classification of what I believe is overpowered and what I don't believe is overpowered. So for the record, commando, danger close grenade launchers are overpowered, and I will never post a video with them unless it is an extreme circumstance, because I honestly, and this isn't an exaggeration whatsoever, I haven't put commando or danger close grenade launchers on one of my classes in probably 3 or 4 months. I think I did put danger close noob tubes on my on one of my classes a couple months ago, and as soon as I joined the game and I had that class set up, I died from one man army, left the game, took off the class, and I was like, alright, I'm not gonna be that douchebag. So anyway, that's just kind of what I do and don't think are overpowered. Alright, so this gameplay, obviously rundown, and I chose to use the ACR, like I said, because I had an attachment for it and I didn't have it for a lot of other guns. But another reason I like to use the ACR is because a lot of the shooting that's going to be going on this map is from like across the bridges, And if you have an extremely accurate and fairly powerful gun, because the ACR really isn't that powerful, it's like a lot of people think it's overpowered in the sense that it's so accurate. But when you have a gun that is so accurate, it's really going to help you out in those long, like those not close quarters, but long quarters encounters. I don't know. I don't know exactly what the word is for it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the game. And do me a favor and like the video. Thanks. See you guys later. Bye.